We've had enough of Bali.
We've moved on.
Having had enough of Bali, it was time to head to Timor Leste, where we would finish up waiting for our bikes. So you will join us now as we're packing up the room and heading on a very smooth trip straight through the airport and straight to Timor Leste.
Oh yeah, no problems at all.
We're having some difficulty because we don't have an exit flight, because we don't have a ticket out, because we're riding out. They don't want to let us on the plane to get in. So this chap's helping us. We'll see how it goes.
Success. They are allowing us on after checking with Billy that it's okay. Harry's just over there because they told us we cannot take our helmets into the cabin, so he's wrapping his helmet with you know, all that windy stuff so that we can check in. Yeah, progress. It's good.
They found something in the bag that they say is a power bank, so we almost boarded the plane and now we're doing this weird lap around the airport. Oh, apparently you can do it this way and just pass passport control. Interesting. We're back out at check-in. Thank you. We made it. It was Lys's fault. She forgot to remove a power bank from my bag. I had my power bank in my bag and Lys didn't remove it. So, what have you got to say for yourself?
Stupid boyfriend.
Yep, poor choices. That's what we're learning.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive.
We made it to Billy! I don't think that airplane engine's meant to sound like that.
Immigration is like a comedy show. They take you off the plane, they give you 2 forms which you have to stand outside and fill in, then they let you through. They take 1 form, then you go through to the queue for coming into the country, get to the front, and they go, where's your immigration form? That's the 3rd form. So you go back, you find the immigration form, you stand in the queue again, you get to the front, and they go, where's your visa on arrival? Nobody told you, so you go back, you find a booth that says visa on arrival, they say cash only, great, where's your ATM? No ATM, that's after immigration. So now the guys have to show Harry through past immigration to go to the ATM, to get the cash, to go back and do the visa on arrival, to then stand in the queue for a 3rd time. Bonkers. So ends the most bizarre airport trip we've ever had, I think.
Yeah, that was pretty strange. You come through this initial chase where they give you a bit of paper, 2 bits of paper you got to fill out. But we are now here in Timor Leste. Leste.
But yeah, so now we just gotta get to our hotel and dump our bags and then see what's going on. We've made it to our apartments. Cannot find the person who's supposed to run the thing, but it's a nice place to wait. It's very green and yeah, should be alright. So pleased to be here, really am.
In order to become acclimated with Timor Leste, I decided to reach out and see if I could find somebody interesting to tell us a bit about what life was like and give us some pointers on where to go.
Enter Albay.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive.
We're here with Albay.
Yeah,
This
hello.
is the biggest YouTuber in all of East Timor, and he's come to say good day to us.
So I would like to recommend you to come to Timor if you want to, you know, live in nature with the nature. So here we still practice, you know, a traditional style of living here. So that will be best place for you to come here. And also we don't pay as much in Bali about tourists here. So come here, then you can just go. Yeah. We will head up to Shega. Yeah.
And what is Shega?
It's like the place that you can learn more about our history.
Okay.
Yeah. When we were colonized by Indonesian. Yeah.
Excellent. Here we are, we're arriving at Chaga, and we're noticing everywhere we go with Albe, there's like a guy driving a van out
There's
here.
people like, hello, Albe.
Yeah, and there was a kid, I don't know if you saw him when we were going through those streets, he was like, that's Albe.
People are surprising.
Yeah. Excellent, so here we are, and now we're going to learn about some of the somber history of East Timor.
Yeah, and we'll go
Framing's terrible.
inside and see the history.
Am I right? This was a prison?
Yeah, this was a prison in Indonesian colony. So that one is that revolution against the Portuguese. Yeah, Portuguese government. Yeah. And then after that, we got our first independence in 75. Yeah. After that, I don't know, they have like a problem, internal problem between us, and then Indonesia come. After, so here, 99, we got the popular consultation. We choose our writer. Yeah. And then after we choose, we want to join Indonesian or we want to like step by ourselves.
Yeah.
And then after that, in 99 September, Indonesians start to burn everything in Delhi and then kill youth, whoever they find in a road, they just kill it.
When we were in Darwin, one of the guys who helped us at the shipping, he was East Timorese, and I asked him, do you like it in Australia or do you like Timor? And he said, well, Timor has bad memories for me because in this time 3 of his brothers were killed in the fires and in the destruction. So seems like it impacted a lot, like everyone.
And then you wish.
So is this what people do for the family members, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, look, this one's in Bahasa Indonesia, and the first word is sorry.
Maaf atas sejarah kelam, semoga tidak berulang. Kami minta maaf. It's like, so sorry for what happened in the past. So we hope it not happen anymore. And I'll try to.
Oh, I don't even like the sound.
Hold on.
This is ridiculous.
For 6 or I don't know, 3, 1 year, 2 years, you just live like this.
There's like a shaft, a dim beam of light in the very top corner. You can't see outside. Nothing. A tiny hole in the door.
That's so creepy, right?
Yeah, that is.
Can you
And the worst thing about it would be when that door opened, you'd be like, oh, it's time for another beating.
Yeah.
He said, the guy we just read it said 6 months before we even brought out of the cell to wash.
Like the place that Muslim they pray. Yeah. This or original calligraphy.
This is my feeling about this is like my first thought is like, how can you do that? How can you be a religious person and do that to people?
That was we were talking,
And my feeling is you can only do this with the feeling that your religion dictates it.
Yeah.
If your religion tells you to, and you go and you pray, and there's an imam or a priest or a pundit who can talk to you about it, then you're like, okay, now I've got to do it. All right, back to torturing people.
That's like no point. You back to torture people and then you come and pray.
Wash off the sins again and go and get dirty.
Yeah, it says 1,500 children were in this prison.
12 to 17, so you age. So that's creepy, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Ask you about this. How do people now feel about Indonesian? Is it still like, if Indonesian people visit here, is it a little bit tense? Or?
I don't know, but now we see each other like a brother.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't care our past though.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
usually here we hang out together,
Yeah.
We play football together here. But that's past.
Yeah. And do many Indonesian come to visit?
Yeah, sure. A lot of them. Also, they come here to do a business here as well.
Yeah, right.
And
That's good.
I think that's our mentality. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you see a huge country from Europe, you know, they still bring the past, and then they hate each other until now. Yeah, I studied in Africa, and I have like a lot of international friends, and they're like, oh no, because they don't like each other because of their past.
Yeah.
Doesn't help.
Yeah, I think we have to see the future, you know.
We're here at Cristo Rey, which is the statue behind me, in Dili, East Timor.
East Timor.
And we've had the good fortune of meeting East Timor's, would you say you're the biggest YouTube star in East Timor?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
So your goal is you want to draw people, you want to bring people to East Timor?
Yeah, I want to bring people to East Timor, yeah.
Okay. Why is that important to you?
I think if we bring people to East Timor, and if Timorese, I think if we bring people here, Timorese can get like some profit from it, through tourism place. Yeah.
Because I think you'd agree, Timor needs it. Needs a bit of an economic boost.
Yeah. They need an economic boost.
You might, if you're lucky, before Albay goes like stratospheric with his stardom, you might be able to get him to show you around. So definitely look up his channel.
Yeah.
What you'll see on his channel is mostly in Tetun, isn't it?
Yeah, in Tetun, a little bit of English, and then a little bit of Portuguese, Bahasa Indonesia as well.
Always English on your Instagram though.
But that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Find Albay's Team Albay Official,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Team Albay Official if you want to come to Timor, and then if you don't have a guide, so I'm willing to help you around.
Yeah. My theory is, I haven't said this to Albay yet, his idea of guiding people around East Timor, I think maybe has a couple of years in it before he's got so much work and so much doing so much important stuff. I reckon he's going to be Chief Minister of Tourism in a couple of years' time.
Let's go.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you so much for taking us up here to show this spot, and let's check out some more of East Timor.
Yeah.
This is where Liz had to film that interview right next to pretty much a sheer drop into the ocean. That's some brave camera work.
I did sort of do this a minute ago. I was like, oh my goodness.
That have to be a huge salary.
Yeah. Danger pay.
Like 10,000 per shot.
Australia has a pretty interesting history with East Timor. In World War II, we sent some troops over here, and there is a pretty interesting story about the work they did in slowing down the Japanese, but that's something I'm going to get to in a later episode. Of more recent importance, what Albay was just showing us was the Indonesian invasion into East Timor that started in 1975 with Australia's blessing, and continued until around 99-2000, where Australia changed its mind along with some other troops and came over here to sort of kick out the Indonesians. A more recent history, though, involves Australia cheating East Timor out of gas and oil money. And I'm pretty embarrassed about that. I feel like that deal spat on the memory of the diggers and of the troops in Interfet and the close bond we've got with East Timor.
So, we've decided that with the time that we've got here, we really want to showcase how amazing East Timor is. Because they're doing such work to rebuild after this turmoil. And goodness, they could do with some tourism. And it's such a cool place to come for a more adventurous traveller. If you just want bintang on the beach and like singlets and doof nightclubs, go to Bali. But if you want like interesting tracks, fascinating history, and a place where relatively few travellers come, that they're all interesting. Whenever you meet travellers here, they've got a story to tell. It's fascinating. Anyway, check out some of the sites we then saw over the next couple of days travelling around East Timor.
It's about 7:30, a week before our bikes are due to be released to us. So, we're going on a boat to a gorgeous island. Do some diving, chill out. Yeah. Harry is just desperately trying to hand back our motorbike to someone. And we're about to start boarding.
Quite know how we're getting off. Not sure if this chap is here to pick us up.
I don't think so.
Or we swim ashore. Trying to figure out how we get off. Because we're a fair way out. You can see, no, you're not really able to see. Everybody's already queuing up to get off. I think we might get ferried ashore by boats. This is quite a funny procedure for offloading a boat because they're doing a boat of 220 potential passengers with one tinny that just keeps going back and forth. It's quite fun. Right, we're underway.
Harry's set in the middle. There's our boat.
That was a quite fun procedure for exiting a boat. It takes, I think, will take them almost as long to get here as it will to unload the boat. I think it'll be about an hour and a bit each.
I think so.
Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. I know man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way.
8 AM and we are off on a hike over that mountain range.
In bad times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. 'Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I found my way.
We are just leaving the village of Adora, which is where we've been staying.
My way.
This is one of the trickiest parts of the whole climb, because it's a bit of a dino. Hey, what are you doing?
My way. I found my way. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day, 'cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay, 'cause I found my way.
Good morning. Today we're going to try and get our bikes back. We are not sure if we can get it done in one day, but it's 10 to 8, so we are trying to give ourselves as much time as possible to get all of the paperwork done, all the customs, and actually take away the bikes today. Harry's a bit under the weather, so it's not going to be the most fun day for him, because I think it's going to be a lot of waiting around in hot rooms and going from place to place. But fingers crossed, we'll see how it goes. So excited. Step 1. Get to A&L. That's the shipping agent. This is the Timor office. It's now 9 AM. We've been to A&L, who've given us a bill of lading. They've given us a number for a guy at customs. So now we're heading back across town to the port, where he's waiting for us to help us do the customs process. 1 hour down.
That was a fun little incident. We just parked over there and we're standing in the middle there, and the chap came up and said, "Oh, no, you've got to go through that green box. Nothing in it, just that's the way you walk in here. You just walk in the way the cars come in. You've got to go through the green box. We found Emilio, and he's taking us to do whatever we need to do. Could do with some repairs though. Now understanding why the streets are filled with jacked up cars and write-offs are sent here and then body shopped until they're out on the roads.
It's 9:30. We've been stamped. We're now going to register our bikes in the government palace. So far so good, but apparently this next step is very slow. So what was really interesting was that they do so few of these since the pandemic that they had to check with us what they needed to stamp, because basically no one's been importing their bikes for 2 years.
Now we're waiting to find out, because they haven't done this in years and they've actually changed the process recently, nobody's got any idea how you import bikes into the country.
And they're all looking at the SOPs going, okay, what do we do? What's the next step?
Do I still follow this part of the old procedure? But we think we're most of the way through it now, and hopefully going to come down. I don't even know if we need any more paperwork or anything. I feel like we've got all the stuff. But we're waiting, I think, for a printout, and then maybe we'll even get our bikes today. Don't know what we do with the scooter though. Emilio is helping us.
Oh yeah.
And we've got it. So where do we go next?
You can go to get your motorbike.
Yeah! Happy?
Yeah, happy.
Excellent, let's get him.
11:30 and we are heading back to A&L. We've got everything done. So customs still haven't arrived. It's Friday. It's lunchtime, so they won't come soon. They may come this afternoon. Seems unlikely to me, but the lady's got our number, so she's going to give us a call if they arrive. Otherwise, we have to pick them up on Monday. Let's go get some lunch.
Tell us what's going on. Full volume.
Customs haven't. No, I'm not doing it full volume.
You want to tell me?
I had to go for a walk to calm down, I guess. So we spoke to customs and they said they're not coming into the bond warehouse today. Now it's the weekend, and on Monday and Tuesday they have public holidays, so they think maybe Wednesday, which is, it's like at every possible turn there's delays. At every possible turn the thing you do is the wrong thing to do. So now I think it's been over 2 months. It will be 2.5 months since we dropped our bikes off in Darwin to do the trip. It just gets very, very frustrating. Yeah, very, very frustrating. So I think what we'll do, the thing is as well, it just makes you want to, as soon as we get the bikes, just go straight to the border and go to the next country, because you're just wasting all this time. Like, that's just the way it is. I'll calm down in a minute. It's just very, very annoying.
So as you can see, poor Liz was a little upset. So that's that. Not much you can do really. Thank you very much for joining us again. Thank you as well to our patrons. We've got some new top tier patrons to thank. We've got Peter and Karen. We have Andy and Lisa, you'll correct me, and Claire. Thank you all so much for helping this, and all the rest of you, you can thank them as well in the comments. Otherwise, we'll see you again hopefully soon with our bikes. We have been trying to solve the problem who Gritty's up my side of the bed over here. And do you have any thoughts on who that might be? That Gritty's up this side of the bed? I see. Why is it so much that one? Oh my god. Look at it. Just gorgeous. And there's lovely sandy beach. This thought, well, if it's gorgeous with the sand out there, why don't I just bring the sand in here? And she has it inescapable habit of just going, oh, hang the clothes, the sandy clothes above Harry's side of the bed, because she's decided I need to protect her from intruders, which always means I get the door and window side of the room, which also somehow suspiciously turns out that I also get the gritty side of the room with all the grits that she puts on the bed.